Hey, what's happening to you guys? Pyros here and welcome back to another video. Today I want to give you guys my thoughts and opinion on gaming journalists and reviewers and their relevancy going forward in 2020. And the reason why I want to talk about this is simply because of how Death Stranding has been received. Death Stranding has honestly exposed something that we have known throughout the years of playing video games and watching reviews and reading reviews and stuff of that nature, and that is game bias. Certain game reviewers have decided to... This is the first time actually, let me just be more precise. This is the first time I've seen a game that is boring, tedious, and is a working simulator, but is still described as a very, revolutionary game. It brings art to life, and it's scoring high scores with certain people. And it makes me wonder, can we even trust reviewers these days now? Are they even relevant in the discussion of whether or not you should decide on buying a game? We have Metacritic right now. I'm looking at the scores. So the Metascore for Death Stranding is 83 points or whatever. It used to be 85, it dropped down to 84, and then it dropped down again to 83. The user score is 6.1. It's a mixed or average review based on 1,126 people. So these people came to this website, reviewed the game, and it's been mixed overall. And it got me thinking, as in, can we even trust reviewers these days? There are people out there who've said that they've cried for this game, they've felt like they've had the greatest experience of their life, it's revolutionary and things of that nature. And there's other people out there who are just saying that this game is complete shit. And it's boring, and it's tedious, and the story makes no sense. Like, it is the most polarizing game of its time. So I started thinking about this. It's like, do we even need reviewers these days anymore? Like, what is the point of reviews if people aren't going to be honest with themselves and really give their honest opinion on whether or not they want to buy the game? And even if they give their honest opinion, should you listen to them? Because a lot of people need to understand that there are very different types of gamers out there. And I think it really just comes down to, you gotta follow the person's history, find out what type of games he likes to play, and then if your opinions and your taste in gaming aligns with this person, then you should follow them. But I think big establishments like IGN and all these people reviewing their games, I don't know if they're even relevant anymore, because I think now we need to move to a new metric of measuring certain games by obviously having more of a universal user score based opinion. But how do you do that? Obviously everyone has to buy the game to play it, and whatever the case may be. I don't know. I think I really don't know, to be honest. I think the only way we can do this is having gameplays out in YouTube, watching them, seeing how people are playing the game, and deciding for yourself whether or not you want to buy the game. Because this is kind of scary when you think about it. People out here are too afraid to share their honest opinion, because Kojima, who is an icon, listen, his reputation is his accomplishment. I'm not trying to shit on them or anything like that. He earned his reputation, but there are some people who have taken it above and beyond to put him on a god level pedestal, and that is something that is very concerning. And people are just not willing enough to criticize a game that needs to be criticized. It is one of the most polarizing games to have ever been released in 2019, where people are either saying it's bad, or it's good, or it's in between. But at the end of the day, we know that it's a walking simulator. I've watched 1 hour gameplays, I've watched 2 hours gameplays. I don't even know if I want to even play this game at this point. At first I thought maybe, oh yeah, I'll give it a chance, but now, no. So it makes me wonder, is there still a point or a need for us to have individual reviewers be put on a pedestal to the point where their voices will dictate whether a game is good or bad at this point? I said at this point too many times, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's just interesting for me. I just want to see what you guys thought about this. It's like Death Stranding has exposed the very core problem when it comes to gaming journalism and reviewers and things of that nature, because you can't trust them anymore. You genuinely cannot trust them. Your only way of deciding whether or not a game is good is if you watch gameplay reviews. And not gameplay reviews, but gameplay, as in just 1 hour of pure unedited gameplays. That is the only way for you to decide whether or not a game is good or not. The trailers are obviously not going to do the game justice, because the trailers made Death Stranding even more confusing, it didn't show us exactly what we were expecting, and then when it actually came out, it just wasn't what we expected to see. But anyways, that's just my thoughts and opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm Pyros, and I'll catch you guys next time.